The Refugee Women Leaders Convening was meant to have different refugee women leaders or leaders that have faced or experienced forced displacement, and they run organizations or they have initiatives within their communities. It was meant for them to come and we assess the challenges that they face, for us to be able to air them out and like articulate them to the different stakeholders so that they can also inform us what the key opportunities are there for refugee women leaders. Different panels that were held that kind of showcased the different organizations and their work that they do and how they are including refugee women-led organizations in their work. And we had the likes of the Office of the Prime Minister, COHIA, the MasterCard Foundation, UNHCR, WUSC, and the women-led RLOs also on the panel, and FCA, to mention but a few, trying to kind of show what the roadmap has been for them, how they are intentionally including refugee women-led organizations, and challenges that they are faced trying to work with refugee women-led organizations so that we can together think of a way forward or think of next steps.
We did learn about the different types of funding. For a long time, I think we target the wrong people, right? And we did talk about the different types of donors that we can target, what their interests are. How do you channel your communication in such a way that you speak to the right donors?
My very good experience during the 3 day was mostly when you have to speak very well as a speaker, because when you are a change maker, you are called to present yourself very well in front of people, because they have to believe in your vision. They have to understand what you are trying to do to make this thing good for displaced community.
I like the energy. There's some spaces you go into and you don't feel welcome, right? Like there'll be non-verbal cues of like, these refugees, what are they doing here? But then this was a space with fellow refugee women, right? And so for me, I feel like this was such an open space. And we were free to talk about the work we do without feeling guilty about it.
On a personal level, making noise, like some people are saying, putting your work out there is something that I think we are going to work very much on.
Speak, your voice matters. No matter how shaky it is, no matter how small it is your voice and it matters.
Part of this was the visits, because somebody, some other participant came back from the visit and she said that they went to visit this RLO which makes products, and then they say that they are going to find a market for them, try and find a market for them for their products in Kenya. So we wanted to have like practical next steps, and those practical next steps inspired the commitments.
I'm making a commitment to bring together more refugee women-led organizations in Nigeria.
And since we are building a school, next year we'll need more teachers, we will need more workers. We are also looking for more volunteers right now to help us with different plannings. So I commit to employ as many refugees as possible for our organization.
I want to commit to support 3 refugee-led organizations, refugee women-led organizations, to be compliant, to keep their books right, and to also strengthen their internal controls.
So I will help her and her organization to be more visible with their actions.
The commitments were made and were documented, and we would like to follow up, because the people that were making the commitments are individuals that we have in our database. the way we plan to follow up on these commitments is by reaching out to them, inviting them also in different other activities that we are running, so that we keep checking on each other how and kind of devising means of how to collaborate to be able to achieve the different commitments that were made.
Long-term investments in women-led organizations, be it for IDPs, for refugees, is going to lead to impact. So as we think to design programs, we should always think of long-term solutions and long-term partnerships if we really want to achieve impact.
I have discovered from my own experience that I was sharing my vision, but people were not able to understand what I was doing because I was always lost. But I can resume that after this three day of intensive workshop, I have learned a lot of things, not only for my personal grant, but for the community that I am also serving.
My biggest takeaway is that I need to go back to my organization and work on our visibility.
I think having these convenings more actually something that they need to look into, because you come in such a space and you see someone doing something that you thought was way big, and then if they did it, I can't do it. It's different when people are just Googling and reading about someone and their success.
If you can trust a male-led organization with $1 million, you should trust a women-led organization with $1 million. Trust more women, support them, and support doesn't only have to be funding like money, but we're welcoming money. But it can be, okay, you're an organization, you don't have a proper finance person. Donors want audited books. We're going to help you with setting up your books. Or we're going to help you with visibility. We're going to help you with setting up these systems. Support them in such a way that their work becomes easier and simpler.